Man, we back, baby. We back, baby. We back, man. Yo, I know y'all had missed us. We had to come back, stop back through. You know what I'm saying? Say what's up. This is the Going for the Gusto podcast. It's your boy Boom Bam. I got the homie way too cool with me, man. Hey man, how you feeling today, Bubba?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Another good day to talk about some football, man. What you got for me today?
Yeah, man. No, definitely, man. It's another good day, man. Man, I'm just happy to be back on this thing, man. Happy to do it. So, man, while we gonna have a little shorter one today, man. But we got two good topics that we're gonna really kind of dig into today. You know what I'm saying? So the first one, man, we got to talk about JJ Watt, who said on social media that he might be retiring. So that's epic, man. The ending to a great career. If it is true, he may come back, but it might be true. And then we got to talk about quarterbacks that got benched this season. It's a lot of quarterbacks. The list keeps getting bigger and bigger. People getting benched. We got to talk about some quarterback situations, how some teams are going to do going forward. But first things first, let's start with JJ Watt. He's a five-time All-Pro, five-time first-team All-Pro. I'm not sure how much second-team All-Pros he got, but I think he made 6 Pro Bowls. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think it might be 6 Pro Bowls. But he's one of 3 players in the history of the NFL to have win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times. It's a short list. It's J.J. Watt, Aaron Donald, Lawrence Taylor. The only 3 players in history. As y'all know, if y'all been watching the podcast, y'all know how I feel about LT. I think he's the greatest football player ever, but, that's neither here nor there. He is the only player in NFL history to post 2 20-sack seasons, and him and Reggie, the great Reggie White, are one of 2 players to have over 17 and a half sacks for 3 seasons. So, yeah, man, so what you got to say about JJ?
That's just incredible within itself, man. Anybody that goes 20 sacks, dude, for consecutive years, that's just phenomenal, bro. Like, I'm glad I got a chance to watch JJ, man. It feels so abrupt too, man. Like for his retirement, but I can understand, man. He put a lot of wear to his body. You can sit there and watch all the YouTube videos he was doing and stuff like that. I mean, I think that probably played its own little hand wherever it was with it too, because that man is a workhorse, dude, and it's good to see somebody like J.J. Watt, because we were talking about him earlier on the podcast as well, that we thought that he was actually going to be, one of the biggest sack leaders going towards the end of the year, and it's hard to watch somebody go of that caliber, man. Like we want somebody that, because it's like when the next time you're going to see it again, and it's a heartfelt goodbye, JJ, man. I'm glad we had you, but like JJ had a very good career, like you said, 3-time All-Pro. Also with the 2 years that he had as sack leading, it's hard to watch that man leave, but he did his thing while we had him. At the age of 30,
I'll say this.
33.
Yeah, and I'll say this, man, because he had an amazing career, man. He's going to be probably top 5 interior defensive lineman of all time, with like the Bruce Smith and the Reggie Whites, and for him to do it at a position where he's not just rushing off the outside, it's easier to get sacks coming off the outside. A lot of great pass rushers come off the edges. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great thing, man, to have watches to see, like, this man take on triple teams, double teams every game and still get it done. Only thing that sucks is, man, he's been in Houston for most of his career, so he didn't get to see the playoffs a lot. When they did make the playoffs, they didn't really have nobody, so they kind of went home in the first round. I was hoping he could do something with the Cardinals to at least get a little playoff run. It would have been great to see him win the Super Bowl, just like when Aaron Donald won the Super Bowl. If Aaron Donald had walked away from the game, I would have been perfectly fine with it, to win the Super Bowl and say, all right, now, I'm good. Kind of like how Michael Strahan did too. Great career. Finally got the Super Bowl. He was like, yo, man, hey, I got the Super Bowl, bro. I'm ready to rock. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to him, man, for doing it for so long, man, and to walk away at 33, to be able to walk away while you still got your head right, your body right. Like I think that's phenomenal.
Man, you think they're actually going to allow him to get inside of the Hall of Fame, though, man, with him having to retire early? Like, you think
Yeah,
they'll
he
give it
should
to
be
him?
first ballot. He should be first ballot. I know the Hall of Fame be like iffy sometimes, but I think when it comes to, I think because of the 3 defensive player of the years, he should be first ballot automatically because only 2 other people ever did that. And then you got 5 first team All Pros. I think that's enough. We know the injuries started to kind of hurt JJ Watt at some point in time, and after that I think it was the back injury he had. He never was quite the same, but he started off his career like a missile. So if the Hall of Fame don't give him first ballot, I don't know what to say about the Hall.
I mean, yeah, man, because, what, he gave us, between, it's either 12 or 13 years. They give us 12 or 13 years of like some of the greatest defensive football we've ever seen. We've seen them have to adjust, like the same way how they had to do with Lawrence Taylor. We've seen how the offense had to adjust and create new offensive schemes to stop this man. Because this man is just, the man that gets to your quarterback, dude. Like, the man is insane, man.
Yeah.
And it was nice having you, J.J. Watt, man. It's going to be a hard goodbye for us. I know you played for the Steelers, but that's a conversation for another day.
No, the Texans Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Yeah. You been thinking his brother just now, but yeah, man. So I think that's a good transition spot. So we could go ahead and flip to these quarterbacks getting benched. So just a couple of names, man. Just a couple of names to just get it started off. Matt Ryan got benched at a point in this season. We just got the news that Derek Carr got benched, which is kind of crazy to me. Russell Wilson finally got benched. I think the Broncos just had enough. They started getting people up out of there. It was like, yo, we can't do this no more, man. So that's just a couple of quarterbacks to get benched. So you could go ahead and start from there, man. What you thinking?
Man, Russell Wilson getting benched is like a long time coming. I don't know what. I mean, man, he got to his feet and everything, but Russ threw for, like, I don't even want to count how many touchdowns he's thrown since he's been a starting quarterback on the Denver Broncos since the beginning of the season, but it ain't much. Like, the man can't score. The man can't score. Like, we go back-to-back every week, and we almost make bets and see, hey, man, you think Russ will score this week? Like, man.
Dude, cause look, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had a little bit of fear. I was like, you know what? Russ gonna figure it out, man. He gonna eventually get it together. He never got it together. I just don't even know. Like, I honestly don't know what happened to him. This is like if we ever talked about a player fall off a cliff, like literally is walking and like just drop off. It's like that's crazy, bro. Like, oh damn, I saw that clip over there. You know what I'm saying? You gone, like that's crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. And the Broncos got players. It's one thing if they ain't had no players. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like, the whole thing we was talking about with Jared Goff. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go from a team with players, then you go to a team with no players. It's like you can see the drop off. Ain't nobody there. But the Broncos got players. And they just...
The man offensive liner, the offensive liner cussed him out on the sideline, bro. Like, dude, you know how tired you got to be in your quarterback for your offensive lineman to cuss you out on the sideline. Then boy, you don't see me blocking people.
The man was doing high knees on the plane, so that probably had pissed everybody off anyway. Like when they was going to play in London, like bro, you know how tired you be on the plane. And you look down the aisle and this man trying to do the high knees, bro. You be like, bro, you don't sit, boy. Listen, don't get me started, man. Like
this dude ain't it. Man, man, listen, I had high, but I had high faith for Russell. I think that at this point in time, they're probably going to tank the season right now. That's probably why Russ got benched. So I'm assuming that they're just going to have to do some reevaluating in the offseason and just do some planning around Russ. They don't plan on Russ starting anymore. Like I said, they're tanking. But Russ got to figure this out, man. Like, Russ got to figure it out. Derek Carr, I just almost threw my hat through the ceiling. Like, I almost threw my hat through the high ceiling. I don't know what this guy, like, dude, Derek Carr let me down so hard this year. And like I said, if you want to check back and see where we have these notes at, you can look back to episode 1. I thought Derek Carr was going to be in the MVP conversation, but he's not. Terrible. And he hurt my soul.
He should have, though. He should have in the Raiders. It's almost like the Raiders, like, I don't know if it's play calling or this, but like, when you look at the Raiders' individual players, you're gonna say everybody had a good season. I mean, Darren Waller got hurt, Hunter Renfrow got hurt, but if you look at just the numbers, right? Like, let's say you didn't watch any of the games, you look at just the numbers. Derek Carr numbers ain't terrible. Devontae Adams numbers is pretty good. Josh Jacobs is top 5 in rushing.
Look at Josh Jacobs by himself.
Right. And so when you look at the numbers, you're like, what's wrong with this team? Even Max Crosby up there in sacks. You know what I'm saying? You're like, this team got everything you need. It's literally one of them things where like but like you trying to make some soup, like some ramen or something, and you got all the right ingredients, but it's still gonna taste good. And you like, what happened? Like, where did I go wrong here, bro?
Did I leave it in the microwave too long? Like what happened to my noodles, bro? Like, I don't
like what's dude that and but so this what I look up and saw though, bro. What they said is the rumors say they benched Derek Carr for a potential trade. So I think what they trying to say is that they gonna ride him off into the offseason, try to trade for some trade. They're probably not going to trade for a quarterback. They probably going to try to trade for draft picks and draft a quarterback. That's going to be my guess. They probably not going to try to trade for – because there's really nobody to trade for unless they're going to trade for Russ.
Boy.
That's all they can do.
So can you imagine if Russ gets traded over there to the Raiders and then he do worse than he do over there in Denver? Can you imagine?
Dude. Bro, that'll be crazy.
Oh, Jesus, man. But, I mean, the thing about it is, like, with Derek Carr, like, them holding out on him for a trade, my problem with that is, it's like, me being if I was a quarterback, me being Derek Carr, me knowing that you're holding out on me, how often do we see this? You're holding out on me playing because you don't want me to get hurt so you can give me away? Like... Like, I just can't.
Nah, cause bro, that sound crazy, right? But like, it's almost it gotta be a situation where they had the conversation like with each other. So like, he went to the front office. He probably was like, man, listen, man, y'all gotta let me slide. And they probably was like, well, you know what? If we're gonna let you slide, we ain't gonna play these last couple of games, so we can make sure like you don't got no injury. So like if you do get traded, like, you know what I'm saying? Because Derek Carr is a decent quarterback, man. Like, he just ain't never been in a real great situation. But we seen him take his team to the playoffs a couple of times and stuff, man. He's just he's one of them quarterbacks that you get on your team and you keep him until you can actually find like a diamond in the rough, so you don't gotta rush in the first round to get a quarterback and stuff. Like, and you know that's probably the real because they about to start Jarrett Stidham. Like, we know that Jarrett Stidham ain't finna be it, so it's like they gotta be saying to themselves, all right, what we gonna do is we gonna try to trade and get. Now they probably won't get a first round pick, but they probably gonna try to get a first round pick. Or if they get a couple of second and third rounds when the draft do start, they'll probably try to trade up like, hey, we'll give you all our other picks to trade up here.
He's at least worth at least one first round pick, man. Like, Derek Carr is not a bad quarterback. He's not a bad quarterback. I can't.
Go ahead, go ahead. I just want to see how old he is real fast.
Yeah, because
31.
like he's 31 years old, man. The man is still young, bro. He's got a lot of football ahead of him. Like he's not a bad quarterback. I can't. I'm trying to look and see where I would put him if he wasn't at the Raiders. I mean, he has a very good situation that's at the Raiders. Maybe he needs to go more pass heavy. So, if Aaron Rodgers was to leave, Green Bay, I guess, I think he would be a good fit at Green Bay. He just needs to go somewhere where he needs receivers. That I don't. But
Well, the
I
thing
don't.
about Aaron Rodgers, right? Because Green Bay starting to win games now, I think Aaron Rodgers ain't going nowhere. I think if Green Bay had kept losing the way they was losing, Aaron Rodgers would have been like, man, I'll holler at y'all, boy. But I think because I think because Green Bay, like, they starting to win games, because Aaron Rodgers seemed like that kind of dude, man. Like, if we ain't winning games, I ain't gonna play. He seemed like
Playoffs to
that
see
kind of
what.
dude.
Oh yeah, let Green Bay make the playoffs and watch what happens. Hey, Aaron Rodgers taking that shit.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
that shit.
Like, yeah, for sure. And then I think Green Bay they'll end up getting better in the draft too. Like, I think they're probably gonna draft another receiver, and then they got a couple of people that's starting to step their way back up. You know what I'm saying? They starting to find a run game with AJ. They got two good running back, AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. So, like, they starting to figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? They old line starting to get healthy. So I think Aaron Rodgers will be comfortable where he at. But like a place for Derek Carr, the kind of obvious places be like, you see a team like San Fran or something, like a team that feel like if we had, like, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't want this to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if Washington be like, yo, let's go get Derek Carr. I wouldn't
If
be
y'all get
surprised. Go ahead. Go
boy,
ahead.
it might be danger over here. I know you want me to say that, but I ain't gonna say it too many times. Boy, it might be danger over there in Washington. Boy, y'all get Derek Carr.
Dude,
That's crazy, boy. Derek Carr will get the ball
dude,
over there.
cause no, right. Like cause I wouldn't be mad at that. It's just I wouldn't want us to do that because, man, like, long time Washington fan, I want us to draft a quarterback, groom him, and just let him be our future for a long time. So I don't get gray hair too early and all that. That's all I'm worried about.
You know what Derek Carr would actually excel at, and this might be an unpopular opinion. If you guys feel differently, comment down in that box below and let me know what you say. If this man go to Carolina, watch him. I guarantee you, he can turn Carolina around. If you give DJ more, listen. Now, DeAndre Hopkins
Yeah.
is one of the in the NFL right now. That's by all means, shout out to the boy. Like, shout out, but like, if you give him the running and receiving type of DJ Moore, I guarantee you that man Derek Carr turn that team around. And then you got Devontae Foreman in the backfield too. Like, I think he can operate with that offense. The offensive
And
line
they
ain't
got
that good.
Chuba.
And they got Chuba
Yeah,
Hubbard
they
too.
got,
Like,
yeah.
they pick up some offensive linemen off the draft.
The running game looked good in Carolina. They got good individual players on defense. They don't got a great defense yet, but they missing like one or two pieces. They'll be a good defense. They like they got like J.C. Horn on the outside. They got Brian Burns rushing the passer. You know what I'm saying? They really just missing like a middle linebacker to, like, call the plays and get everybody together. The thing is, if they were to get Derek Carr, they gonna still have to grab some receivers in this draft, like just some talented guys.
I think
But
he needs at least one more receiver outside of DJ Moore. But I believe Derek Carr could turn that entire offense into 360, dude. Seriously.
that's a hey, y'all tell us about that in the comments. That's a powerful. I don't know, boy. I don't know. Carolina just Is this the thing about Carolina though? They one of them teams. You know how when a team start off bad and they start looking better later in the
Right,
season, it's easier to say, oh, you just add that, even because they've been so bad at the beginning of the season, and then
right,
they started
right.
to pick it up. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of if any other teams. I mean, the Steelers.
I mean,
Um,
what we talking about? Kenny
Steelers
Pickett? I
might be
mean,
somebody. Yeah, Kenny Pickett does look like he's developing, he getting better. But the Steelers one of them teams that year in year out they normally win games, and they're not used to having like they ain't had a young quarterback in so long because they had Big Ben for so long. So they're
yeah,
not used to having a young guy and having to groom him again, huh?
I said they had Big Ben for like 45 years.
That would not feel like it.
No, that's
That's what it feel
right.
like, but. Yeah, but I mean, if Derek Carr probably just need a new situation, man, like a breath of fresh air, man. Like, um, like that's probably that'll probably help him out. Um, you know, the um the last one I kind of want to touch on because I say this, obviously the Washington technically we technically benched Carson Wentz, then we technically benched Taylor Heineke. So now Carson Wentz starting again. I don't know what's going on. Like, one man win you 6 games, the other man win you one, and you will start the man that win you one. I can't I can't deal with them boys. I can't deal with them. They don't know what's going on. But but I think the one that looks the craziest is the way Zach Wilson got benched. I feel like he might never start again because
They were scared of.
the way his team didn't like him, like the way that, like the way his team was not like defending him. I was just like, oh yeah, he like it'll be hard for him to go to any other team and try to win over a locker room. So like he might just be. I feel like he'll still be a backup only because he got the arm talent. Like he can throw the ball. He 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 got to work on accuracy. He got to work on winning over the team, and he obviously got to work on reading coverages and all that. But if we talk about just throwing the ball, he can throw the ball.
Yeah, but he's got poor field awareness, man. Like it's just like I don't even know what he's trying to risk towards the reward when he does certain throws. It's like what were you looking at? Like I don't understand. Like he's got poor field awareness. His leadership skills, if we want to talk about him inside the locker room, that's whatever it is. But I feel like Zach Wilson got benched purely just off of what the crowd reaction was within itself. Like I think the crowd said, "Get him out."
They started booing him.
What do you want? Like, shit, bro. Like, dude, that was bad, man. It was bad. And that's the second time he got benched this season, and without the injury, I was just like, that's just terrible, dude. Like. The crowd was like, dude, if you don't mention, we gonna have to leave. And the coach was like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We need sales, bro. You might have to leave.
like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you might, I need my job, bro. So, you might have to slide out, bro.
Boy, you ain't sitting there in Denver, boy. I ain't trying to lose my job, boy. You might have to go ahead and. Oh Lord,
yeah, man. But nah, you want to feel bad for him because he's so young. Like, he ain't even really get to have a career yet, and people already looking at him crazy. And these coaches, like Denver coach obviously got fired. These coaches is like, yo, listen, it's either me or you, bro. And it ain't finna be me. So you got to go to the bench. I'm just keeping it real.
like straight up. Boy. Like, listen, and that's the biggest thing about it, man. Like, you either got one or two ways you can go about it. He just didn't. He was unlucky enough that he didn't catch that Trevor Lawrence effect. Trevor Lawrence is starting to figure himself out in that Jacksonville offense, and they're starting to look like a really good developed team now. You're starting to see the evolution with them. I don't know what Zach Wilson where he would go. You know, where he could develop that evolution if he were to leave. But I can just tell you right now that the Jets was a bad pick for him from the jump street, and it's just he didn't draw the lucky stick on that one, man. It's going to be hard trying to find a way.
The only thing he can do, bro, to be honest with you, he has to go to I'm trying to think of somebody you can say I'm gonna say Russ just because we was talking about him, even though Russ looked terrible right now. No, we ain't gonna use Russ because Russ just looks so bad right now. But so Green Bay got Jordan Love, but they saying Jordan Love might want to leave. So let's say Jordan Love leave, and you say Aaron Rodgers got 2 or 3 years left. He'll have to go sit behind Rodgers for 2 or 3 years, and then he'll be able to come back into a role. He not gonna go to no team and just get in the game. He gonna have to show these teams, I'm willing to sit on the bench. I'm gonna be at workouts 6:00 in the morning every morning. I'm gonna be in the film room. He gotta show a team that I'm working. Then the teammates start to trust him. He's been there for a while. Then he could move into a role. Or better yet, I don't even say move into a role. Then he can fight for a spot. Cause then it'll be, by that time a team will probably not draft somebody else. So then he'll be at training camp fighting for that spot, probably.
Yeah, I don't see that man in the top 32, man. I'm trying to sit down right now in my brain and comprehend all 32 quarterbacks to see where he would even start to say hey man, this ain't working out for us. We'll just go ahead and grab Zach Wilson and have Zach Wilson as our starting quarterback.
Right.
I don't see it, bro. So I think he is gonna have to be a backup, but that hurt.
I mean, hey, look, in his defense, somebody might do it only because, just like how you say, Washington said, hey, we'll go grab Carson Wentz. You see what happened with Baker? Somebody gonna say, I wonder if he could be my Baker. So, get benched, get traded, and then I wonder if he could be my Baker. And, and then somebody gonna see it like that. It is because a lot of these coaches got egos, right? He be like, what if I'm the one to turn them around? They all be thinking that in their head. And everybody else like, dude, you can't turn them around. He's like, you want to see? And then, they go in there and do something dumb, and then everybody get fired.
Boy, Baker turned him off. He won on them boy head, man. That's sick.
Y'all chat as the resident, Cool as the resident Baker hater on this podcast. He got to go and say, yo, Baker, I'm going to give you some love. You did good the last couple of weeks. That's all we need you to say. That's all the chat want to hear. The squad, when the squad tune into the video, they go want to hear you say it. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and do it for everybody, man.
Cool in there. We're going to see how the rest of the year play out. The man was not doing it at the beginning of the year. I appreciate the fact I like good football. The man was playing good football. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm not going to give him but too much. I'm giving him but too much. We're going to see what happens the next week. Bro, look who we did it on. He did it on Denver. And I don't even want to look at that. Russell Wilson threw that game. I think 51 points is the most points that anybody scored in NFL this year. And it's on the Denver Broncos.
It probably is. It probably is, but the Broncos had a good defense all year though, so we gotta say that too. The Broncos normally play good defense, and the Rams were sputtering, and Baker had that game-winning drive. I think against the Raiders, but you gotta show them some love. But I mean, hey, that's all I got, bro. You got anything else you want to tune in on?
No, the only thing I want to say is thank you all for tuning in to the Going for the Gusto podcast. You're here with Boom Bam Boonasty. It's your boy, Way Too Cool. Put anything down in the comment box below. Like, comment, share, like, comment. Let us know anything that you want us to talk about in the future. Make sure you hit that notification bell that's in the right side of that screen to make sure that you can see more content whenever we drop information and drop videos. So this is your boy. I'm going to pass it back to my boy, Boom Bam.
Yeah, man. Hey, like the Brody said, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Like always, shout out to the squad who couldn't be here tonight, man. Shout out to all, Soren, you know what I'm saying, Queso, you know what I'm saying, Bartholomew, my boy. Yo, shout out to all y'all, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, man, and we out of here. Peace.